Hey, how's it going, guys? So back with another video. This is going to be more along the lines of kind of like a haul video, I guess you would call it. Um, I'm trying to do these maybe every 2 to 4 weeks or so. We're not going to have them, every other week or every week, because I don't think I pick up as much to kind of, every Tuesday. This is what I got kind of thing. I like to pick up things few and far in between. When I do, I like to look for sales and stuff like that. So you'll see. I'm going to save probably the best for last. But there's a couple pickups that I got from a Goodwill today that I got for $2 each. And they're really big, especially if I got them for $2. It's kind of insane. I didn't believe it, but it was pretty awesome. So let's get into kind of what I have here. So I have two books and the rest are just, physical media. I like to collect books. I enjoy, especially kind of great stories. I'm a huge fan of Stephen King, so I have a lot of Stephen King books. I have a lot of the, like the Dexter books and stuff like that. Really just horror in general. I have a lot of Crichton books. I have Jurassic Park, Lost World, all of those as well. Just great stories. A lot of stuff too is more nostalgia. So we'll start off with this guy right here. So this is just The Great Gatsby. By Scott Fitzgerald. So what's nice about this is it has that story in there, but it also has 4 other stories inside this book as well. I'm a sucker for The Great Gatsby. Even the movie, not a lot of people like it, or I guess I wouldn't say not a lot of people like it, but it wasn't as well received as I think it should have been. It definitely was a little bit over the top compared to what the story was, but again, the story itself is way over the top. Parties galore, drunk driving, accidents, stuff like that. If you've seen the movie or if you've read the book, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this was, I think, $12. Has 4 stories in there, plus The Great Gatsby. Awesome binding, So I picked it up. I love the book in general, and, I can read the other stories and, see if I like those as well. Another one that I picked up, I got this from Amazon. So Ken from Mid-Level Media, great YouTube channel. So I'll try and link his stuff down below. Go follow him, go subscribe. Great content overall. Talks about a lot of physical media, new stuff coming out, rumors and stuff like that. By all means, 100% go follow him. So he's doing a Nick Cage, I believe Nick Cage month, where he's doing a lot of, he did top 10 Nick Cage movies and stuff like that. So I had to pick up Valley Girl. I've never actually seen it. This is one of the few Nick Cage movies that I've never seen. So I figured, let's pick it up, let's watch it, let's do a review on it. He kind of just brought that to my attention, and it's one movie I've never seen, so I figured why not pick it up, and we'll go from there. Next movie, I actually got this on sale. I had some discount coupons, I guess you want to call them, rewards or whatever. But Candyman on 4K. I've watched a little bit of this. I didn't watch the entire thing through, but I can tell you right now, the black levels look 10 times better. There's a Dolby Atmos track that they switched from the Blu-ray to the 4K. So the 4K gets the Dolby Atmos. The score itself is beautiful beyond belief. Now hearing it in the Dolby Atmos, especially in the beginning scene when you kind of, you're crawling over the city and you're getting the score, the opening score, it's great. It still adds that film grain in there. So you're going to get the best of both worlds. Obviously, it's shot on 35 millimeter. And then it's basically just used the camera negative to switch to a 4K. I talked about that in one of my recent reviews, or one of my, older reviews that I did, when I had my estate sale haul. But yeah, by all means, great looking picture. It's definitely worth the upgrade, or just in general, if you don't have the movie, I don't know why you don't. Candyman is amazing. But definitely pick that up. Next one is just for $10. Lethal Weapon, all 4 movies. I don't know, especially with, pretty cool slipcover. I don't know why you wouldn't pick that up. All 4 movies. Obviously, third and fourth, not the best, but the first and second one are definitely classics, at least in my opinion. And the third and fourth, they're out there, but still pretty enjoyable. Next is a book that I am excited to read. The new movie is actually coming out, I believe, in 2 weeks from when I'm filming this. But, all right, there we go. So the Black Phone Stories by Joe Hill. Um, the movie looks amazing. And then I had to pick up the book because I want to try and read the book before the movie comes out, just to do comparison. Something I enjoy is to kind of see, what's different in the book than is the movie. Does the book do it better? Obviously, usually the book does it better. But I'm excited for it. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but Joe Hill is actually Joe Hillstrom King. So he's actually Stephen King's son. So that's kind of what drew me to this in general, and also the movie coming out. But Joe Hill is just his pen name. Obviously, a huge author like Stephen King, you don't want to be in the shadows of him. You don't want people to think, okay, your stuff's gonna be like Stephen King stuff, or vice versa. You don't want to put stuff out that looks like his or sounds like his or anything like that. Which I'm sure that was a huge kind of thing. I know he does comic book writing. He's also had other books like Heart Shaped Box, Horns, The Fireman, and I think Strange Weather is another one of his. I got to get into reading more of his stuff. I'm not going to lie, I kind of slacked on it. I do have a couple books, but then again, I want to read this one first, and then I'll get in a couple other books of his. I know there's one, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like Head in a Box or something like that. That just looks great. So, I'll go to Half Price Books, see if I can pick some of those up for $3-4, and, we'll give those a read. Next one's just going to be Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the Criterion Collection. I actually, weird thing enough, I didn't have this movie, so I wanted to pick it up. I mean, it has all the cool features that obviously Criterion does. They put a lot of time and effort into their releases, which I and other people definitely really enjoy. So you just kind of have, the booklet. Gives you a lot of information behind the scenes, shots and stuff like that, interviews. And then there's also stuff like bonus features and stuff on the actual disc itself. I love this movie. This one and what's the other one? Now I'm blanking on the other. I can't remember the movie. But those older, like, 70s, I mean, I think this was one of Sean Penn's first movies. I mean, he literally just played a stoner. So that was one movie I figured I had to pick it up, based on, Cameron Crowe's book anyways. So, again, that's, another book that maybe I want to read and see kind of what the difference is. So next movie is I Am Legend. Again, another movie that I just didn't have. This movie and the last two movies are the ones that I picked up at Goodwill for $2. This one doesn't really sell for anything more than $2. I think like maybe $3, $4, $5, if you're lucky. But I just didn't have the movie. So I figured why not pick it up? I like this movie. I like Will Smith. It's not getting into the controversy of him, slapping Chris Rock. But I just enjoyed it. It's it's got an alternate ending too. It's a tearjerker. I mean, obviously, if you know what happens with the dog, that scene right there just kills you inside. So just good movie, a good end of civilization movie. So these next two movies are two that I was excited to pick up. This first one I've been trying to find. It's a Criterion Collection for a good price. It's out of print. And I think even on Amazon, it's out of sale as well. So I couldn't really find it. Usually it goes for around $20 to $40-ish. Sometimes creeps up to $50, but usually it's going to stay in that $20 to $40 range. But it's The Blob from 1958. So I have the other one from I think 1985, 86, somewhere around there. So in the mid 80s or so. But I've actually never seen this, and I really wanted to. But, I wasn't ready to pay, that $30 to $40, $50 premium price, even though that's what Criterions usually go for, unless you get the Criterion sale that happens 2 times a year. Then basically everything's cut in half, 50% off. But, it's just what Criterion does. It just kind of goes over information about the movie. There's some behind the scenes, just stuff like that. I think this one's not as in-depth as some of their other Criterions, but it's a little bit older too. So again, $2. It's an insane deal. I was extremely happy. The next movie basically is what brought Hannibal Lecter into the movie universe. So William Peterson's Mindhunter. So this right here usually goes 40 to 60, maybe even pushing $70. So for $2, there's no way I'm not going to pick that up. I've only seen this once. I know it's kind of dark and twisted, and I know this is kind of like the prequel to Silence of the Lambs. It kind of gives you more of the backstory and information. And I know I'm pretty sure they did a couple other ones, and I think they tried to redo this one or, reimagine this one. But this has always been the superior one. This is definitely a crazy movie. You get Hannibal Lecter in his, prime, I guess you would call it. So by far $2, definitely going to pick this up. I didn't have it. Like, I didn't want to bite the bullet. And I like to get physical copies of stuff. I don't like to just go on Vudu or whatever and pick up digital copies. So yeah, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, so that way you know every time I post a video. Again, I'm going to try and do these every, maybe 3-ish days or so, twice a week. And then also comment down below of the pickups that I got here. What was your favorite? What were you excited about? What was the cool pickup? What was the lame pickup? One thing too, are you excited for this movie? It's coming out in 2 weeks. I can't wait for it. I know I'm definitely going to go see it day one, and then I'm going to have a review for it out as well. I know the Elvis movies is coming out, I think, in 3 weeks now. So that'll be, I think, right after this one or right before it. Really good releases coming out in June. I'm excited for it. And another thing that I'm trying to do here, at the end of the video, I'm going to link a playlist that kind of equates to what this would be, or like what, some of my other hauls or my estate hauls and stuff like that. And then also too, should be kind of right down here or so. It's going to be just a quick subscribe button. So basically you click on that, you can go right to my page, click subscribe, boom, you're done. Really help me out. I'm just trying to grow this channel out, get information out there, just stuff that I like. It's fun to talk to other people about movies, about books, about, anything like that. And then again, Ken, Mid-Level Media, go subscribe. I'll get his channel link and then put it down below as well. Great guy, great information. So 100% helped me out just starting out, told me a bunch of information to be able to make this a lot easier for me and definitely less of a headache. So that's all I got. We'll keep these things going, and we'll see you later.